What's up, world? Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoin and Bourbon. I'm your host, Bitcoin Block, aka Crypto John. I'm with my brother,
MJ, aka Marty J, Coach MJ, the Side Stacker. I got a lot of AKAs, BKAs, good stuff. That's what Santa gave me for Christmas.
Before we go any further, I want you to hit that bell, hit that like. You want to be notified, especially when we about to drop today, people. And I want to get straight up to it right now. I just want people to understand. When I speak on position over price, right? I be telling
time
people.
out. Pause. Let me give you guys. We coming to you at Bitcoin price. Give me a second. 87,500.
And we still buying. Because I just want to, just more or less, when I say position over price, I know a lot of people don't understand what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, people. When you know the value of what you hold, especially when you do your own due diligence, when you do your own research and you understand the value of what you hold, you no longer care about the price. You more concerned in your position. And when I say position, I mean me personally, not financial advice. I accumulate more. I wouldn't care if Bitcoin was 180,000. I wouldn't care if Bitcoin was 40,000. I'm going to keep accumulating because I don't focus on the volatility anymore. I don't even focus on the number. I focus on my position. I no longer care about the price. And I understand that people do, which is, ain't nothing wrong with it, but I'm so invested, heavily invested, and I believe in this technology to the point where it's no longer, the number is no longer concerning me. So when I tell people, when you in an investor's mindset, you got to tell yourself this. The price doesn't matter, especially when you know what you owe. If anything, you should care more about your position. How much can you get of this particular asset before it's gone? And that's just the mindset that I'm in. So it's like, when people, I'm not mad. I used to get annoyed, like my brother said. But it's like now, it's like, listen, we all got our own opinions. But I just want people to understand, this is just my mindset. Because I'm no longer, I don't fear anything when it comes to investing. If anything, only thing I fear is not having income to invest. That's my biggest fear. It's not having cash flow and income to invest. So I care more about my position. I care more about the value of what I hold than the price. That's just all.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are looking at the price in a bull or bear side. People that, they don't even realize that they're bearish, but they're like, see, I told you Bitcoin ain't gonna, they feel justified in not getting a position or not buying Bitcoin because Bitcoin didn't go to 200,000 like all of us Bitcoiners thought it would at this point. It's going, it just hasn't gotten there yet. So everybody that's been in the space, whether you've been in the space for 6 years, 10 years, 12 years, 13 years since it began, we believe this cycle was going to be an incredible cycle, and it hasn't been. The bull case are the Bitcoiners in the community, like Block said, that just understand what we hold, okay? So when things don't go the way you plan, and this is not we're not in this for us to say we told you so. Heck, when they go to 200,000 and 300 and 400,000, I'm not gonna sit here and say I told you so, because I'm telling you now. All right, whether you believe it or not, that's up to you. I don't have to tell you I told you so. We understand what we hold. And see, this is where a lot of people, when it comes to investing, period, they miss the mark. And this is why we were having a conversation yesterday, and I was telling them, like, this is why there's always only going to be like that 1%. That's it. And then there's everybody else, 10%. I can say the 10%, 10% and 90%. The 1% is the upper echelon of elite. But this is why there only will ever be 10% that will be wealthy, and there'll be everybody else. Because you don't, I'm not saying you, maybe it is you, so maybe you do learn something from this, what I'm about to say. But this is how most people think. If we knew back, FC Cincinnati built a new stadium, okay? We knew we had a soccer team here, they were playing at UC. But if we knew 5, 6, 7 years into FC Cincinnati playing soccer here, they were going to be building a new stadium down at Taft. The play would be this: hey, let's get some property around there, okay? Because when the stadium goes up, it's going to explode. That would be the play, okay? So let's say we buy the property, and a year after buying the property, the property values dip. Does that mean that we sell the property?
No.
No, we check the thesis. That means we check the thesis. That means we go back and say, hey, does the FC Cincinnati, they still plan on building a stadium here? Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, so the thesis hasn't changed. Nothing has changed. The reason we bought the property has not changed.
Right.
Well, it's the same thing with Bitcoin, right? Well, the price action hasn't gone to where we expected it to go.
Right.
But when we go back and check the thesis, like, has the network been hacked? No. Is it still the most scarce asset on the planet Earth? Yes. Are they still printing and debasing currency? Yes. Is it still a globalized, decentralized monetary system? Yes. The thesis hasn't changed.
At all.
The reason that we bought Bitcoin hasn't changed at all. So it doesn't matter if the price hasn't exploded. Matter of fact, that's been the best Christmas gift I ever received.
What?
Listen, I say this all the time. I'm never not buying Bitcoin. And see, Bitcoin at $200,000, if Bitcoin was at $200,000, $250,000, most people would be priced out of ever being able to acquire one Bitcoin. A lot of other people would be priced out of even acquiring a half of a Bitcoin, and the door would be closing very slowly on those who would try to acquire 0.25 Bitcoin, a quarter of a Bitcoin.
And it go back to that statement where you buy Bitcoin at the price you deserve. And like, we speaking on, basically to sum it all up, people, it's the fear. Like, we understand what fear is, right? It's an emotion. And people fear what they can't control. And people fear what they don't understand. Which is why a lot of people will never excel farther in life than what their mindset allows them to. And our podcast is designed for you to challenge that. We want you to reset your mindset and understand. This is the most volatile asset on the planet. If you can't stand volatility, you can't stand. Life is more volatile than its asset.
But you know what, Locke? The reason why we stuck in this channel between 86 and 90 is because a lot of the volatility has been stripped from it.
It's meant to get us out of here.
Yeah, that's right now. The action is really boring right now.
But we still buying.
Yeah, we still buying. Like, if you got Bitcoin because you listen to us and we talk about Bitcoin and we know we own Bitcoin and we say, hey, get off of zero, you're doing it for the wrong reason. But if you listen to us and you bought Bitcoin because you heard us say on just about every episode, do your homework. Go to bitcoin.org, read the white paper. And that's what made you buy Bitcoin, and kudos to you. You did the right thing. Right. You don't buy Bitcoin because we sit here and talk about Bitcoin or say get off zero. You buy Bitcoin because you've done your homework. You buy a piece of real estate because you ran the numbers and made sure that the numbers made sense on your purchase price and whatever renovations you need to do and whatever you're going to charge for rent. Right? You buy a stock, you buy Nvidia stock, you buy Apple stock, Tesla stock because you've read the company financials. You understand the forward guidance of the company. That's why you buy things, not because you just listen. People listen to too many people and then get wrecked.
The reason why I buy Bitcoin, right? This is my personal reason. My biggest reason because I beat inflation no matter what. The key to winning, you gotta beat inflation. You gotta learn how to beat inflation. And investing is the key to beat inflation, but that's another episode. But the reason why I buy Bitcoin, this is me personally. For one, I beat inflation. Two, freedom. When I say freedom, I mean real freedom. It's the freedom of understanding that my time is more valuable than what I used to sell it for. So that's my freedom behind it, where it's like, wow. My third reason is because it's like I'm my own bank. My fourth reason, my fourth reason why I buy Bitcoin is because I understand that fiat is debt. And it's like, even when I go to work, I'm getting paid in someone else's debt. So it's like, Bitcoin solves that. Bitcoin is the answer to a lot of problems. And people say, why do you invest in it and it's volatile? Why wouldn't you invest in it and it's volatile? So you telling me, right, life alone ain't volatile? Life alone is volatile. We take risks every day to see something that either we gonna watch grow or we not gonna watch grow. We take penitentiary chances, street guys do. We take chances every day walking out the house. So why not take a chance with your future?
You know, it just hit me as you sitting here talking. It hit me like a ton of bricks, a freaking ton of bricks. Do not miss what I'm about to say, because this is so profound, and I don't think this will ever change. Way too many people listen to way too many people that don't have what they want.
Period.
Did y'all catch that? Way too many people will listen to advice from people who don't have what they want. Like, why would a married individual or somebody in a relationship take advice from somebody who's not in a successful relationship?
Don't make sense.
In and out of a relationship, can't hold a relationship down and be in a good relationship to save their life. But yet we will listen to people who have never been in a successful relationship. We will listen to people who are not rich, who are not wealthy. We'll listen to their advice. But then when we see the largest banks in the world, the biggest asset management companies in the world, a person like Larry Fink talk about you should have Bitcoin, we just ignore his advice. And I don't get it. Like this is one of the things. Like I don't really listen to people that are on my level, and I'm not saying this to be
Eric, we just telling the truth.
I just don't listen to people that's not where I want to be.
Period.
Like I can learn something from everybody. I really can. But financially, if you are not in my net worth, I'm not gonna listen to you. I'm just not. You can't teach me anything financially.
And that's what it's all about.
Right? So I listen to people, I study and I listen to billionaires. I have an aspiration to have an 8-figure net worth. So I'm not listening to anybody that is beneath that threshold. And yet we're watching, if you're paying attention to this space at all, we're watching states buy Bitcoin. We're watching governments buy Bitcoin. We're watching the largest asset management companies in the world, and BlackRock, Vanguard, Fidelity, buy Bitcoin. Larry Fink is literally going on television, meeting with sovereign nations, telling them that Bitcoin is a flight to safety.
See what I'm saying?
He's telling you this. The man who runs the largest, richest asset management company in the world. Not in the Midwest, not in the United States, not in the world. He's telling people, we have all the banks bent the knee that are going to be buying and custodying Bitcoin. Wells Fargo, BNB, Mellon, Bank of America. And yet people still listening to knuckleheads over here who don't own Bitcoin, who ain't even rich, and taking advice from them. Come on, man.
And people still worried about the price. People, like me, I started learning that you pay attention to really like the world. The world will tell you what's going on if you watch it. It's like you investing into the infrastructure of something. So for people who understand what the infrastructure is, right? That's equivalent to how can I say this? That's like buying your house. Prime example, your house, right? You own the wood or whatever it takes to build your house, right? The infrastructure of your house, you own it. So people got to purchase it from you. You get what I'm saying? Like, banks involved. It's the new monetary system, people. It's a financial reset. Where it's like, this is an asset where you can't care about the price. This is not the stock market. I can say that a million times. In the stock market, for one, the stock market people, they can keep issuing something if something is about to, basically, there's no scarcity in the stock market.
I just came back from Miami, and I was watching these robots just roam the streets. These little, I got it on my phone. I wish I could show y'all the video. These robots that was actually being used as delivery mechanism. So I watched the store owner come out. He must have made, a sandwich or whatever it was. Dropped it in the box. Robot takes off and goes to his destination. All over Miami. It was wild because I'm used to seeing that type of technology on the West Coast, Silicon Valley, right? If I seen that out there, it would have been par for the course. But the fact that it was in Miami, like, I'm like, oh crap.
It's here.
It's about to be everywhere. And that's going to put a lot of DoorDash people out there,
here.
unfortunately. But
it's here.
I was like, you think, what do you
It's
think,
here.
how, you know, these, I know, of course, people paying online and things of that nature, but as
It's time progress.
robotics and AI evolve, what's going to be its currency?
It's gonna be a new
What's the currency going to be
Crypto.
for AI and robotics? What do you think?
Bitcoin.
Come on, man.
People, we basically want you to wake up. It's time to really wake up, man. When you woke, you're no longer sleeping on life. A lot of people, I was guilty of it. I used to be sleep on life when I was woke. So say, no, I wasn't, because now I understand, like, and it ain't about the money, people. I'm not in it for the. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm in it for the currency and the money, but I'm in it for the time. Like, my time is more valuable than anything on this earth.
Yeah, I got more of my time back. I got more of my.
It's the time.
Everything becomes cheaper on a Bitcoin stand.
On the Bitcoin stand.
I'm like literally, on the plane. I'm like, how can I really go onto a Bitcoin standard, which is something I'm going to study in 2026. And we just really champions people. We just really trying to. I can really get technical and go way over your head with these conversations. We just trying to make this plain and simple for the common man, the common woman, just to understand. This technology and what's taking place. So,
and it's simple as
if at any point I start, because I could probably go somewhere and y'all be like, what the heck is he talking about? If at any point that I go off the rails and you don't understand what I'm talking about, just say, hey, Coach MJ, can you explain what you were talking about, X, Y, and Z? And I'll explain it to you. But again, I don't think I'm gonna go there. I can, but we just try to keep this plain and simple for the common man and woman to understand, because
we want you to get your time back.
It took me a good 2 years to really understand it. Like I said, when I got into Bitcoin, I didn't tell nobody, because I know a lot of at the time I knew people are coming around now. But I knew at the time when I got into Bitcoin, people would have been they would have laughed me out the room, and it could have threatened my conviction at the time. I don't know.
One of my best friends, not to cut you off. One of my best friends, when I first told him this, what I was doing, I remember he looked at me like, "We no longer kick. It ain't because of this, but I think it was more because it's all about elevation. Elevation requires separation by any means, and it's like I remember when I told him, I said, "Bro, I ain't gonna lie, like." I think, man, I'm about to get it, because you know what I mean. But my brother really enlightened me on it, like, because after he enlightened me on it, I went back. I told him he gave it to me. I passed it on so quick. I'm talking about it wasn't no hiding, because I saw it. Like, ooh, this is a way out. Jordan's is not a way out, people. This is the way out. So I was like, bro, I'm about to start doing it. And there's people on my live. I got brothers who I told them, I said, bro, this is what I'm into now. Man, I don't know, I don't believe it. Or some people say, I got some of it, but I don't know what it is.
And that's cool. Like I told him,
cool.
I had to tell my brother Block, because I used to be the same way. I would, explain Bitcoin and crypto to somebody, and it wouldn't register with them. To each his own now. I'm at a point, I'm like, we're going to keep putting out the knowledge on our podcast. You either pick it up or you don't. That's fine by me. You may be like, listen, all we want to do is help you to become financially free and get to the bag. So if there's another way to do that legally, that's all we want you to do. That's really the thing. Like I'm in Miami, and it dawned on me. I'm like, the world is crashing out. Like, people are literally crashing out right now, and they haven't even seen anything yet. Like, the macro environment is going to be really tough for people who don't own assets. So if Bitcoin is not your favorite asset, and you're like, I just really can't get behind that. Okay, cool. What about getting you some gold or some silver or some real estate? You're going to have to hold and have some type of hard asset to survive where we are in the macro environment today. We can't, and I'm talking, I don't know where you may be viewing us from, but right here in the United States, we have a debt problem. We have a really bad debt problem, and we have crossed the point of no return where we have no other choice other than to print money.
And that's what's about to happen.
And we got people out here going and busting their hind parts off every day working for what another man prints. Jack Mahler said it best: no man should work for what another man can print. No man, no woman should work for what another man can print.
Period.
And it's
paper.
It's the greatest theft of all time. It's the greatest heist of all time. And
we here to take the chains off your thought process. A lot of people have caged thought processes.
Yeah.
Like, and I was guilty of it. We not sitting here. We doing this.
But you know what? Like this currency debasement, this theft,
I don't see it.
Has been going on for so long, and it's been a slow grind.
You know a fun fact that.
But it's accelerating.
You know a fun fact that I thought the word. I want y'all to understand this, right? Do y'all understand that? Compared to Bitcoin, just in a decade, 99% of the value of the dollar is dead. Like people. You can Google. I'm talking about if you don't believe nothing I'm telling you.
I just went into
Google this.
I just got back. I went to Walmart, Wally World. Man, I picked up a product that I used to buy literally like last.
That's crazy.
I say 14 months ago, this product was like $6. It's $12 now.
You know what I'm saying? So,
double.
It's
now,
the same product.
Inflation is hard to understand because our mind's like, well, it went up in value.
Is it bigger?
No,
is
like
it more
inflation, our dollars don't purchase more. I remember when I was a youngster and I used to go, man, I could go to the store with $5. Man, I come home with a sack of stuff, penny candy. Used to go to Hardee's, get a 50-cent cheeseburger. There was a store called Convenient. There was a store called Convenient, man. Go get some Grippo potato chips, pop, the little Huggy juices. Man, I come home with a man.
Remember, we used to get 4 bags of chips for $1. Now it's 1 bag.
Yeah.
Like people, and it ain't more chips in a bag.
Matter of fact, some of these items, if you check, it's called shrinkflation. You getting less. It's crazy, man.
That's why they say your money is worth less.
It's crazy. And so we're just trying to teach you guys, trying to give you some game to understand that you, ma'am, you, sir, who go out and you work hard for whatever company you work for or your own company, and you provide so much value to people every day in what you do.
And being stripped up.
And so we want you to understand there's a better way to store the value that you provide to the world, and it's not in a bank account. It's not in the bank account. It's in Bitcoin. It's really in Bitcoin. And so we thank each and every one of you that go to work every day, put in extra hours, got 2 jobs, and providing for your family, providing a valuable service to this city and to whatever city you may be in and to the world. What we want you to do is to be able to hold on to the value that you give.
Period. We
want you to actually have more stored up for what you give out. That's it. Listen, when I was younger, Block, I was a very selfish individual. Ask my mother, ask my sister. It was always about me. I was an arrogant kid. I was a highly talented athlete, and so I always got my way and things of that nature. And the good Lord humbled the heck out of me. Believe you me, humbled the heck out of me. And it changed my mentality so much so where it's like, you know what? I want to be able to take the gifts that the good Lord has given me and to be a blessing unto the world. That's always been one of my prayers, to help me be a blessing to others. And so that's really what we try to do with this podcast, what we try to do with our Instagram pages. If you follow us at Crypto Jones, or if you follow me at Coach MJ, that's really what we try to do, is just be a blessing to people and to help people live their best life. That's really it. That's it.
And speaking of gifts, people, every 100 subscriber, right, you get a chance to win our money, fiat. That's a gift that keeps on giving. You get what I'm saying? And I'm going to leave you with these 2 gifts before we go.
When we get to 100 subs. So, hey, that would be a great Christmas gift to us if we can get to 100 subs on Bitcoin and Bourbon by the end of this year.
All you're doing is pressing a button. You being notified, and you're able to win $100 from me and him. Yeah. That's 200. That's a gift. That's one gift. Another gift I'm going to give you out. I want people to understand this out there before we go. Saving money will not get you wealthy. Get that out your mind right now, people. Saving money will not get you wealthy.
No.
Take that for a grain of salt. And the moment you start investing your time into assets is the moment your time becomes an asset. I can't say it no more. Before we go, I want to say happy holidays. Enjoy the new year, right? And stop making resolutions that you're going to let down. Your biggest resolution, right, and it's just me personally, what you should be doing is you should be telling yourself, I want to be better than I was last year. That's it.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Absolutely. Let me give y'all something before we go. One of the things, and I know we don't have much time left in this year, but we do have the time to do this. And this is something that has helped me become tremendously successful over the years. I like to take a day to sit back and reflect on my previous year. So obviously 2025, I had an opportunity to sit down, reflect on all the good, all the bad. I specifically spend more time on the bad things because I want to correct the mistakes, the things that trip me up, so that I don't carry those things into 2026.
Period.
If you haven't had the opportunity to sit down and take stock over your 2025, please, ma'am, please, sir, take the time to do that.
Today.
Take out a piece of pen, take a pen, a piece of paper, write down the good things, write down the bad things, and really evaluate the bad thing so you do not carry those things that tripped you up in 2025 into 2026. It's okay to fail a different way in 2026. That's how we learn. It's not okay to fail the same way in 2026 that you failed in 2025. That's all I got for you. You guys be blessed. We love you. Appreciate you. Peace.
Period. I like that. You gotta leave them with that. You gotta leave them with that, OT.